Hello. Okay, now there they go. You guys should be able to hear us now. Sorry about that. That was.
I had the right person.
That's because we got here late from being up all night.
Yeah. Can you hear anything now? If we're coming through, I know we'll be coming. Oh, what the heck? I'm disappeared. I'm ghosted over
that's
there.
Crazy.
Oh,
There you go.
hey!
That's cool.
All right. So we're gonna go through things. What's been happening? What's going on? And what is next on the list? To kind of show you where we're at and where we're headed. What's up, Yenna, dude? We're gonna have new people coming in to chat. As you guys probably already know, we are now listed on an exchange. We opted for P2P exchange. They did an IEO. And now we have, in addition to the decentralized exchange PancakeSwap, we're also listed on a centralized exchange. There will be more exchanges coming up. We are, unfortunately, we're not at the stage yet where we're buying Lambos.
No Lambos yet.
We are in a pre-Lambo situation.
We're still in when Lambo situation.
We're at the when Lambo stage.
Yeah, when Lambo.
Transitioning to the current Lambo stage,
Yeah.
and then the post Lambo regret.
Yeah, too much.
The Ford Fiesta stage.
Yeah, we're Ford Fiesta stage.
Where you have to Flintstone it and do the pedaling yourself.
You know, an oil change on a Lambo costs about $4,000. Just the oil
I know
change.
there's one that I saw that was like 20 some odd grand just for an oil change.
I mean, forget it. Just one. Just say you pop a tire. You know, the tires on them are expensive. They're like
Yeah.
15. I know because.
That'd make me cry inside.
Oh.
I don't care how much money I have. That certain things would make me cry.
And you know what? Lambos are extremely loud inside. You cannot talk. I don't care how much. If you've ever been in a Lambo, it is extremely loud. You have to yell when you're actually going down the road.
You've been in a lot of nice cars.
Yeah, I've been. Yeah, my buddies all have Lambos and
McLarens
and fancy cars.
So here's the thing. So exchanges, we're reinvesting instead of buying Lambos. The point was everything we do right now is a reinvestment to increase exposure and take us to the next stage. So we live, even though we don't have to, we live in a Ford Fiesta stage kind of on purpose.
Yeah.
Those of you like, oh, you know, your exorbitant salaries and things like that and buying the world's largest diamonds. First off, that's kind of not what we're all about anyway. And even if, you know, we had even more means, which we have pretty good means, but everything gets reinvested.
Yeah.
And anything that isn't immediately reinvested goes to a war chest for legal, to make sure that we have a voice in things that you guys have no visibility of. We're actually have a voice on things. We're in the loop on things that are important, that you want us with that war fund. Mm-hmm. You need us on that wall. Mm-hmm. Okay. So, and then last night, CoinMarketCap finally came through.
Well, they didn't. They actually rejected us.
Oh yeah, no.
We got another CoinMarketCap.
There's an emotional journey you're about to embark on, of rejection.
Yeah.
And then anger. It was like all the stages of grief rolled into a very short time frame, and someone who decided not to be in here because social anxiety. I don't know, whatever.
Because we're gonna talk about them.
Yeah, because they didn't want it to be awkward because we're going to praise them, and they didn't want it to be weird. Tanya went nothing short of what I would call beast mode. So proud.
Yeah.
Like really just kind of come into her own and turned it an L into a W. Single-handedly turned a rejection into an approval with just a wonderfully well sculpted response completely turned the tide. It is not it. I can't even like. I read it and I was like, I didn't realize the result of it yet because she hadn't revealed that. By the way, this swayed things. This literally won the battle for CoinMarketCap.
Yeah.
This single paragraph that she typed completely won the battle. And but when I read it, I knew. I was like, God darn, that's freaking good.
Yeah, it was.
I was reading. I was like, man,
like, who wrote that?
Yeah.
Usually,
was that written by AI?
Yeah. Usually it's Rob that writes the nicety letters if he has to, and he does a great job.
But I've been angry typing lately
Yeah.
because my patience. When you're working as hard as we work, and when you're doing as much stuff, and when people are like with Adam on Telegram, you know, I'm seeing how much you dealt with and how much patience you've exerted. I think that it's good to have a refresh every now and again and get a little patience. But sometimes you're at a low. You're like, I'm working so hard. I don't have patience for BS.
Mm-hmm.
And so she actually exhibited a lot more patience and a lot of like her tone was perfect. I'm going to show you guys her response that turned it from a loss, a rejection, into a win. And this is part of our historical Anubit forever journey of how we got listed on CoinMarketCap. This is how a passionate coin project gets listed because it didn't come easy. These scam coins get listed like that.
We crossed our T's, dotted our. When we filled out the forms, we didn't just skip. No, we went painstakingly and did everything that you needed to do on every one of the forms.
Every guidance, recommendation,
all the requirements,
I'll pay attention over there.
Yeah, all the requirements, a lot of the tips and tricks that people would talk about on anywhere we could find it, and none of it worked.
None of it worked,
and we were frustrated.
Yeah. It basically, proud of Tanya, proud of the team. Like, man. So where are we because of this? Back-to-back wins. Now we're going for CoinGecko. That's in the works. We're going straight for the jugular there. Nomics. We are right now dialing in. So here's the thing. I want to talk about market makers. Market makers in crypto are everywhere. They're important. They ensure that you have no lulls, price integrity, the whole 9 yards. They also do spread thinning so that if you've got price discrepancies on multiple exchanges, they automatically kind of rebalance everything to make sure that there's no huge disparities between pricing. To kind of like, it just smooths things out, okay? We're using a provided market maker right now, and it's using a API to communicate. So it does these secure handshakes. It doesn't get access to our system, but it's on a it does get some limited access basically, but it's very secure. We're making our own. You and Adrian are working on it.
Yeah, we're currently working on the market maker.
How long?
It'll take us about a week to write it.
A week. We have 2 weeks for free. If we go over that, it goes up. We're going to be spending, depending on what level market making service we want, it's anywhere from three to $8,000 basically a month. And then every exchange. Here's the key. If you want to go on multiple exchanges, these centralized exchanges, they not only charge that base cost, but every exchange is an increased cost in a good chunk. So it scales pretty gnarly. So by writing our own, it means that all we pay is our server costs. Basically, we write our own software. Come up with our server costs are actually relatively cheap. You just have to secure them up, and then it paves the road for as many exchanges as we want to be on. And we use our own market making service, which is in-house, which only we have access or control or anything. It basically puts us in a position of
and only because we have so much experience writing stuff for the blockchain also, and dealing with APIs and writing our own APIs. it makes it a lot easier for us to build stuff like that. Where
Is it going to be under Anubit or ZPS?
Anubit team's building the AMM. We're building
Automated market maker?
Yeah, and yeah, it's just I think I was thinking that it should be another entity to do it, but I think Anubit's fine for now. Any comments on there?
Yeah, Lena wants up. Handy Andy 785 looks to be wow. A troll in TikTok. How original. Never seen them before.
Obviously, if you have comments like that, you haven't done your research and you haven't looked at our white paper, you haven't looked at our team, and you haven't been following our team for the last couple of months. So do your homework before you open your mouth.
A couple things that I want to go into before I go into where we're headed. So those are some of the victories we've had. Where we're headed, we'll get into that because there's a lot of big things I want to tell you guys about. Some of the things that have been said, a certain Caped Crusader had said, with your coin code being not complex and having, some team locked wallets, because we have some locked wallets that, for the team, and your anti-whale features and this and that, had said you can never get on an exchange and you'll never get listed on CMC. And for those that were naysayers and who were frankly talking out of their ass, neener.
Okay.
I mean, I'm not above that. I'm definitely willing to stoop low on that one. But yeah, so for those that kind of told us what we couldn't do, it only encourages us. So I hope more naysayers come in and tell us what we're not capable of, because this team, we're motivated all the time, but you tell us what we can't do, and oh my God, wake the dragon. So yeah, that was kind of a big thing. The other thing is audits. When it comes to audits, you guys have been with us. You know that we're not huge fans of audits, only because bet you can't get to 500. I love it, the psychology. Oh, bet you we can. Audits are something that the crypto industry and the general public needs, like a vaccine. It makes them feel good. They're safe. They could be totally getting sick. Doesn't matter. All the plagues that exist in crypto, pretty much auditing, I don't think solves.
Yeah, no. I mean, it doesn't matter. We're gonna do an audit, right?
We're gonna do an audit. We're shopping for an appropriate person to perform an audit, appropriate company, I should say, to perform an audit. But if you guys saw the sheer volume of scams that we have to sift through in order to find even legitimate partners and people to work with and this, that, and sometimes they impersonate legitimate ones. You go and you verify on their site, and it's still a scam.
Yeah.
We had one that was
audited.
Everything
coins.
checked.
We've seen audited coins that are scams. So.
Yeah. So the people that do the audits are often scams. Or pretending to be people that are legitimate, but they're scams. The audits themselves don't do anything. It is such a shit show.
Yeah, it's terrible.
So yeah, it's a little challenging, but we're gonna have an audit done. We need it for some of the exchanges. We already have a legal opinion on the coin, declaring it a utility coin and not a security. Not that it's going to hold indefinite weight with everything that's going on with the SEC, where other coins that have legal opinions declaring them a utility are still being sued as securities. So who knows where things are going to lie. Scams everywhere. Yeah, scams. So if people come in and troll us just to kind of troll and be dicks and call us scams on CoinMarketCap or other things, if they're doing it just to be like, mean, it's kind of shitty. But I understand why people are skeptical because it's a
you can't blame them. There's so much stuff out there. But if they're doing it just to do it, it's kind of stupid.
Yeah, just trolls.
One of the other complaints you're probably going to see on CoinMarketCap is about us releasing ownership and
renouncing ownership.
Renouncing
that was brought up
not
already on
that.
CoinMarket. Beware, they didn't renounce ownership.
Yeah, we're not going to do that. So we're not going to renounce ownership. It's not even up for discussion.
So, yeah, and I can go onto CoinMarketCap and post on the community section and say, here's why. And I may do all of that. Here's why we haven't, those big kind of like FAQ things. Why haven't you renounced ownership? And I can address those. And that's something that I'll put together. Yeah. But the general perception, even if it's contrary to reality, is that renouncing ownership makes people safer. And we know it's a farce. Yeah, it's horseshit. Yeah. But that doesn't mean that the general public doesn't believe that, because you tell a lie enough and it becomes true. And people have been saying it's got to be renounced enough, even if it wasn't intentionally lie, it was just said in ignorance or like a misconception. Like they were, they legitimately believe it to be true, and other people legitimately, and everyone thinks it's true, and it ends up proving to be wrong. So I don't know that there's ill intent.
Yeah, if you have a scam coin, I think you should renounce it. I seriously
nothing says your scam coin like renouncing ownership.
Yeah.
But we are surrounded. Okay, some facts for you guys that are watching. Every day, this is what we have to contend with, and this is the noise that we need your help cutting through. Every day, not all of them are listed, but every day, 350 new coins are born. 350. It's a staggering number, because these people that are scams, like 349 of them are freaking scams, right? They're almost all scams, and they're born every day, and some of them get listed here and there, and people see an opportunity, because when you first snipe something, you have this amazing growth opportunity, then you dump, and then everybody's left with whatever the project actually is, which is usually complete dog shit. Right? So that's a lot of noise. So if you're watching this and you have friends and family, make an account. It takes a couple minutes. If they're holders and they're wanting to be, or they need to go on CoinMarketCap, they need to post on the chat, pump us up. It'll make a difference. People look. You know us. You've been with us since the beginning. Nobody's a better voice. I can tell people all day long, I'm wearing the label, right? I should go this way. I'm wearing the shirt that says Anubit. I'm official with the company. I'm biased. You guys are holders. Yeah. If nothing gives me peace of mind. Having a company say they're awesome is one thing. Having people say that a company is awesome holds a lot more weight for me. And I'm sure it will. So if you guys can take some time, if you can front load with legitimate, messages, how excited you are for the project on CoinMarketCap, I promise you that stuff makes a difference. People read those comments, people scroll through. Those things can be very, very, very powerful in influencing whether people, dabble. Everything's a risk and a gamble. If people are going to take a leap of faith, they really they need that. I need that as someone that's, if I wasn't involved directly with Anubit and I'm going to throw my money around, I need some peace of mind too. Other people, so help us out there. That's greatly appreciated. Let's talk about, so we've gone over some naysayers that have neener.
I think we actually skipped over one of the other things that you'll hear a lot on is about proxy contracts.
Oh, yeah. Proxy contract is a double-edged sword, is it not?
Yeah.
It does give us more power to do, if we had malice intent. It does give you some more ability to do
You can't
change
modify.
things.
You can't modify existing values and variables in a. You can, but you can't change them. I can't go in and go, well, and here's the new price I set, unless I put specific routines in there to let me change the current what would be our rate our
There's misconceptions.
they're
Misconceptions.
they make it seem like you can change the price and do certain things. You can manipulate,
But we
parts
can
of
do
it.
a lot of that if we really had ill intent without a proxy.
Yeah, you don't need a proxy to do that.
Like, we had our proxy contract a little behind the scenes. I'm gonna let them know we pushed a new update to the proxy about a week ago. Nobody knew. You guys, there was in one of our lines of code, there was it wasn't a hugely, it was a micro impact that didn't really impact anything, but there was an and sign that we needed to change to an or sign because we didn't need it to be both sides were had to be considered. Only one side of the addresses had to be considered with a condition
for fees.
For fees. And so we pushed out a new proxy basically, which basically changed an and sign to an or sign that it should have been an or sign all along. Rather than having to push out a brand new coin code and then airdrop everyone and go through all that to fix an issue that was like, obviously it slipped through the crack. No audit would have found it because they don't know whether it's supposed to be an and or an or. Only we would have, and only in a rare circumstance that came up. It's not a function that's used very often.
Right.
It's okay. Hey, I need to use this function. Oh crap! It's an and. What am I going to do? Oh wait, push a new update. Now it's an or. We're off to the races.
Yeah.
So that type of stuff is invaluable for growth. For those that don't have a proxy contract, I kind of
Right. I feel bad for them because if you have a bug in your token, you're stuck with that bug forever. You can't ever, unless you do what he just said, just announce to everyone, migrate everyone
that's
over
costly.
and it's costly. Yeah.
y'all didn't even know we did it.
Yeah.
And it's seamless. It doesn't
And it didn't
affect
cost-
your.
it
You
didn't
don't have to
affect
import
anything.
anything. You don't have to do anything. It's all seamless.
And it's on the blockchain. You can see where we upgrade. It never lies. And we all, if you ever go to our token contract and go into the read section, you can click version, and each time we make a change, or if we do make a change, you're going to see the version number go up. If it's a minor change, it's going to go from 2.1 to 2.2. If it's a major change, it's going to go all the way up from 2 to 3. So you'll know if there were any changes.
As if it's software.
Yeah.
I mean, just treat it like
you
it's.
get updates on your
we're
iPhone
used to
every day.
Everything works like that. Why doesn't crypto?
Yeah, crypto should be the same way.
So you can see what version number is behind the scenes. Complete transparency.
Yeah.
It's all recognized on the blockchain. It's all available on the Blockchain Explorer. BSC scan verifies our contract. You can see. For those of you, I need to do another class on the Blockchain Explorer. It's in the list on our new series, which will be. They're still doing the editing and the cuts. There's been a lot of videos recorded. It's me and Walter for most part, and Walter Learns Crypto. It's called Walter Learns. It's fantastic. So
It's pretty cool.
Yeah, it is
If you
cool.
imagine, how do you teach an old person crypto?
That's the challenge,
and it's
because
not just-
he's
it's-
turning 80 this year.
Yeah, if you could teach an old person crypto, you can teach.
The
anyone
saying
crypto.
is, if Walter can learn crypto, anyone can.
learn crypto. Yeah.
So we're putting out that series. That's something exciting now. They're working hard. Angelina's been cutting video. We've got intros. It's got its own logo. It's got everything. We've been cutting that. She's been working on that for the better part of 3 weeks. We still have a couple more videos to record, like maybe 10 more videos. It's a complete crypto education series. I don't want to say dumbed down because Walter's not dumb, but it's put in lay terms enough that anybody. So if you have a grandparent or someone that just wants to get educated in crypto, it's really broken down, very simplified. So we took a lot of the content we've done over the last 6 months and just kind of redid it.
Yeah. We're editing, cutting it, adding graphics into it.
Yeah, it's not boring. There's overlays. There's a lot to it. The video editing.
There'll be great videos to send to other people when they ask you guys questions. You can use those same videos to, just kind of as an explainer to someone who's asking you questions where it's a lot more complicated to explain. Like it's hard to explain a automatic market making.
I think our intent is to put like a little certificate. They're at the end where they take a test at the end to go over the content that they've learned and get a certificate. I'm a graduate of the Walter Learns series.
Walter Learns.
So I want to get to the next thing. It's harder to change older people, or it's harder to change older people's train of thought involving money.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, that's the hardest thing.
Well, Walter's
especially a coin.
No, check this out. Walter still pays his insurance. He goes to his insurance guy and pays his insurance
in person.
You can't change.
That's like the first video, I'll be like, "What's your knowledge of crypto?" And then we're like, "Okay, so you're on level 0, level -1." Like it is. It's a really good way to build it, I think, because one of the things that we tend to do is we skip a lot of the. We assume people know stuff that common terminology we use all the time.
Yeah.
And then a true lay person walks in the door and we say these things and they're like, they're looking like deer in the headlights.
We sound like what were the cartoon where they would talk and you just hear wah, 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 wah. Charlie Brown.
Oh yeah, wah,
we sound like the Charlie Brown.
Oh yeah, they turn off. They're like shutting down.
Yeah.
So it really forced me while I'm teaching, basically, Walter, to break things down into a way that'll be digestible by anyone. So it's going to be really powerful. What else we have going on? Crypto ATMs. We've got. I know you guys have been hot and heavy. I'm throwing a bunch of things on the dev team's plate. So, and they're taking it, making the market maker. They've been working on our first peer-to-peer transactions. They've been doing test transactions and the UI.
We're going to have a nice video showing off some of that soon.
We're building a complete video for promotions showing our merchant ecosystem and how it's used, not only like a POS to pay merchants, but also like Cash App and Venmo, where you can transfer Anubit to somebody very quickly. So someone's like, "Hey, I want to hold some Anubits. Here you go," and you can transfer Anubits to them.
A holder.
They become a holder. You can. So that's coming along like quickly. The other thing is you probably notice refreshed white paper. We have an executive summary. We have a refreshed website. Tanya loves refreshing websites. Yeah. If it's more than 2 weeks, she's like, "It needs a refresh." I'm like, let it stew for a little bit. But a lot of those things happen behind the scenes. What else is really going on? We're looking for strategic partners. I'll tell you that's been the hardest thing in crypto, because I don't know if you guys have been paying attention, but a lot of people in the crypto space are kind of shady. So, or if they're not shady, they just don't know sound business models. So they also bunch you.
They bunch you in with everything else. Like people who don't know anything about crypto. When you go, "Oh, I'm in crypto," as soon as you say that, they bunch you in with SBF, or they think you're that same crowd. They don't know the difference. They don't know that there's actual real teams and other people out there that are not scamming people.
So we've got a bit of momentum. You're going to see us getting published in things, so for some recognition. So even some of that stuff, there's some crypto media right now, what you guys don't know, that's caught up in the FTX thing, that's buckling. So the contagion is spread into different things, even media, and I think Cointelegraph is having an issue right now. Yeah. If you guys haven't been paying attention to that news because you have lives, there's there's a lot of things that we have to keep an eye on, and the vetting that we have to do to make sure that not only if we spend money with someone that it's spent well and they're not going to close their doors
Yeah.
tomorrow.
Yeah, we vet each other whenever we talk to a new partner. We first vet them, they vet us, and then we
Genesis,
revet.
Gemini, yeah, vetting exchanges. There was a reason we chose PTB. There are some other exchanges that had really good offers, and even if some are higher rated, and they just weirded us out. Like it
Just doesn't.
it doesn't
You
even
go
feel
on there, they have so
professional.
many coins on there. It just doesn't feel right. And we actually look at a lot of factors. I saw you, not me, but Rob and
Yeah, we put a lot of
team.
work in.
They do a lot of research. They
Like,
don't just pick
a
one
lot
out
of
of the
work.
basket. They actually go in. They look at the numbers. They look at each coin. I saw you guys going through every coin on their list and checking the history of them to see.
Checking min volume versus max volume, adjusting for Adam says Genesis filed for Chapter 11 just now. Is Gemini have they suspended and paused withdrawals? If people are, here's the thing: if you have money on Gemini, I wouldn't leave it in there. That's not a good thing. So Genesis and Gemini very intermingled in that sense. I would be very weary. And yeah, we had offers for Gemini. We didn't choose them. They didn't pass the sniff test. So what else do we have upcoming? The big thing is I'm going to put it to you guys. Do you have a start date in mind for the holders bounty? Yeah, we've been kind of waiting till it pulls into a more significant. Traffic's been so low, and reflection's been so minor that now that we're getting this stuff listed, we can turn on the reward system. I'm thinking that it will probably be. I'm going to be out for about a week in February through Valentine's Day. So I don't expect our first bounty winners to start being announced and we probably won't turn it on till the end of February. February is a short month. So you've got about a month and a half. It will be some good pools by then because volume's just starting to pick up really. So end of February, you're going to see bounty winners announced. We've hidden the bounty section on the website. You'll have a whole bounty winners list. Everything is kind of all built there so that it'll really showcase this quasi pseudo lottery system that we have built into it. Full listing has already happened on P2B. We're full listed. So that has happened. We have the IEO was short. It was quick. It did okay for us. It didn't do gangbuster, and it did good enough so that there's not so much coin out there that we couldn't compensate with sells. People buy at a discount, and then they just want to get in and out of projects. So you saw a little hit, but not significant. So, and it allowed us to raise some capital that we really need for some reinvesting on exchanges. So they're still going to be doing some marketing. They have an extended marketing campaign to keep bumping us up on their charts. And with some things that we have upcoming, the candles are going to start, candle chasing. But then again, we're not trying to fly. It's still. There's been some bull features happening in the last 2 weeks, but we're still in the bear market, guys. We're still in the bear. The true sentiment has to change, and we're not there yet. So this is still very niche.
Even though Bitcoin is up, I think there's still more to go.
Still a lot of fear. FUD. When FUD turns into FOMO, you're going to see the bull market hit hard. And I don't think we have a chance to hit a true bear market, what would be where you guys are blown away until regulation hits. And you're looking at best case scenario sometime middle of the year, sometime this summer. If regulation hits, regulation's going to have, um, thank you, Kitson. Um, regulations, I say Kitson, but it's SBD. So when regulation hits, there's going to be it's like going to be a shakeout really quick. Those who are in and those who go away. Regulation's going to be good for us. In case you guys are wondering, is regulation going to be good for Anubit? Great question.
Well,
It's going to be amazing.
Okay, and another thing about that is that's where we go back to the proxy contract. If there are any regulations that
You have to have
we're
this.
not in compliance, and they say you have to have this, guess what? We have a proxy contract. We can be compliant, and we can make our system compliant
Yeah.
fairly quickly.
There, you're going to see a complete, overwhelming delisting of all projects that aren't compliant
Because they can't fix it.
because they can't fix it. You're going to see everything that is, if regulation comes through the way that I'm thinking it's going to come through, is it's all the noise of the scam coins we talk about. Their avenues are going to be cut off, and so legitimate projects like us will shine because we aren't going to be lonely. We'll still have some company, but all the riffraff kind of gets taken out to the woodshed. so in that sense, it'll be really good for us. We're in a position to adapt.
Yeah.
We're a docs team. We're legitimate. We have all of our licensing, paperwork, legal, everything. All these other things are the 350 tokens that are born every day. They can't pass any of the mustard. Some of them are doing really big money. They're gonna disappear because they're gonna force exchanges to ensure that to be listed you have to have X, Y, and Z compliance. And once that's mandated, the exchanges are going to be like, well, crap, the only way we make money is on trading fees. All of our when, let's say they have 1,000 coins and it gets cut down to 15, they're going to be like, okay, we need anybody to list with us so that our people can trade coins. That's how we make money, and we're not going to have to work so hard to get listed. They're going to be coming to us. They're going to be knocking on our doors. Hey, legitimate project, please list.
Yeah.
I've been listing 99% scam coins, making money off of them. That's the other thing you guys don't know is the exchanges, they make a ton of money off scam coins. They don't give a crap. They don't care.
Yeah.
They don't care.
They get paid.
They don't care. They're more than happy to have you buy scam coins. CoinMarketCap, I don't want to bash them too much because they just listed us. But I also, I'm not going to lie, there's a ton of scam coins that get listed all the time. Their vetting process is sus. We had to look, okay. They sent us,
You switch. You gotta
here, let me go to the first thing. I'm going to switch browser view.
on a second. Okay, we're back on. Let me get this. I know what's going on. It's, paste. There we go. Okay, you guys should be able to hear us now.
Can you hear us now? Same?
No.
Still no sound?
No, they should hear us. It says it's sent.
Oh, it says it's sending. Okay,
They got
good,
it.
good.
Okay, good.
Okay, so let me go back since you couldn't hear that. So they sent us this rejection. Harsh.
They can't see it, can they?
Yeah, I think they can, right?
No.
Can't they see this?
No, because we're streaming. We're streaming.
Oh,
on
they
that
can.
system.
Oh, on TikTok, you guys can't see this. Sorry, we'll upload it to TikTok later.
Yeah.
There's a rejection from CMC. It was harsh. Tears were shed. Tanya didn't stop to cry very long, though. She went and she typed that response. It says, I'm going to read it out loud for you guys. Her response to the rejection. Hi, I would greatly appreciate feedback on what requirements we do not meet. We've been trying to apply for CMC for months now. Our holders are wondering how it's possible to be vetted and accepted by a top 30 exchange, but not accepted on CMC in terms of original coin code, a docs team, and a real development towards our utility. Our token is far more equipped for success than the last couple hundred meme coins. Your
team has listed.
Your team has listed since we've launched. I'd like to take back useful advice to my team tomorrow that will get us on track to a CMC listing. Any advice or feedback on this matter would be appreciated. Thank you for your time. Very assertive, very to the point. A little jab on the meme coins for good measure. It was so how good was it? It was good that the next reply was nothing short of congrats, you're approved.
Yeah.
So yeah.
If Tanya could teabag, she could.
Yeah, she could. She would have.
All you hear is
she definitely. Like, what's happening? But so yeah, it was a great event last night, and the onboarding started pretty much right away.
We got up. We were all up. I got out of bed. I was in bed.
Oh yeah, we were all on a conference call. It's happening. It was like,
Yeah.
I mean, it was like Christmas, birthday, New Year's,
everything.
we were all on the phone. It was like early, like between after midnight.
Yeah.
We're all on the phone, and we sounded like a bunch of
And it was
Japanese schoolgirls.
Yeah, and it was fast because Tanya called me. I thought something was wrong. She was like. She calls me up and she goes, "Are you?" She could barely talk.
Panicked.
I was like, she was panicked. I was like, "What happened?"
Yeah, super fast from that latest application. But I'll tell you what, it started off as a rejection. Mm-hmm. It started off as a rejection, and if her reply had been okay or no reply and just defeat, it would have been like nothing would have changed. But she literally took a loss to a win with a very strong reply. And I cannot tell you how proud I am to work with her. She's grown so much. And I could not have typed a better reply. In fact, she's phenomenal. Did a great job. So when you guys are in Telegram and she's in there, a little praise is in order. That's probably the reason she knew I was going to talk about this. And he said, "Oh my God, it's happening!" Yeah, that's awesome. So, for those that lost faith in our project over the last 6 months because this has taken time, Godspeed to them. They're going to regret it. For those of you who have kept the faith with us. Your faith has been placed in a very passionate team that writes responses like that and won't accept defeat. If you question our drive and motivation of whether we're going to get to $400, don't. We are going to get there per coin. We are going to get to $400 per coin. That is one of our target goals. There is no reason we can't. Our coin is better than our cryptocurrency we've invented, Anubit, is better than any other coin that exists. It is phenomenal. And We just need your help spreading the word. So as people come into Telegram, I've told Adam, if they're trolling you, get them out of there. We don't need people that are trolls in there. He's killing it on his patients. He can have even less. We're going to be doing lots of marketing to drive more traffic. Every time we have success on new exchanges, we get more awareness, more publicity. Those are all coming up. They're as soon as we get the market makers dialed in, we can start looking in the next exchange. And the other thing is all the promo videos that we're doing and the advertisement comes in for our upcoming ecosystem. We're going to be doing like news on locations that are receiving it. There's going to be fanfare. You guys, most of you know this, but let me reiterate. We will be, and I think we're the only ones that can do a pure, decentralized, like transfer. A pure decentralized transfer for DeFi.
Yeah.
So
where you maintain your
everyone else that's doing
crypto.
DeFi, decentralized finance,
Yeah.
they're all full of shit. They're not doing it decentralized. Their DeFi transactions happen when you put it into a centralized pool that they control, and they conduct the whole transaction for you. And they have the audacity to call it decentralized finance. They're the epitome of centralized. We're going to take one wallet that we don't have control of and have coins go to another wallet that we don't have control of, and do it for we solve this. We're the only people that are going to do that transaction where you don't have to have the base coin of the blockchain to pay for gas. We're the only ones that are going to do that. Every other network has those issues, or they have to be a basic coin like Litecoin, which doesn't have any fancy, like Litecoin doesn't have a participation bonus if you're doing it where you get reflection. They have to be a very, very basic coin. It's not a basic coin, and you don't even need to pay the gas. No, so pure decentralized transactions are going to be only going through with us. We're the only ones that solve the problem. Everybody else is lying about how they're doing transactions. They're not decentralized. They're custodial. They're custodial. And as soon as we figure out a way to market that properly, in a way that the lay person, that's our struggle. How do you tell a lay person that this is important? You don't want other people to have custody of your coin, and you still want all the benefits of doing transactions. We're the only ones. We have the corner on the market for that, and we're going to be growing that sector. And Anubit is the only people that our coin is the only coin that has a code that can make that possible. So Tanya is the bee's knees. Yes. Think Tanya deserves to lose Carly Ray tag for her hard work. I haven't called her Carly Ray in a while.
I haven't seen it.
But you know what? What happened was she had the bangs, and then she switched away from the bangs. She like grew them out and started parting her hair, but she's got the bangs back.
Oh yeah.
Carly Ray is back.
Yeah.
So let's switch to the main view. Okay. Main camera. Boom. So things to keep an eye out for is audits coming through the pipeline. You're going to see our market maker go online. You're going to see our first promo video of our ecosystem. You're going to see further developments. We're going to show you the state of. We can show you some other kiosks and show you our upcoming ATMs, not just like
not just proof of concept, not drawings.
Not drawings. Like
physical
in our office, like full metal, like
real ATMs.
You're gonna see those things are all coming, and then the other thing that I really want to your help promoting is our Walter Learn series. So friends, family that want to learn truth about crypto, not hype, not BS, not spin, just the nuts and bolts, so that they can be truth tellers, so that they can sniff when people are like, no, that's not like, because a lot of people say things and they don't know what the heck they're talking about, just like certain Cape Crusaders. But so anyway, all of that's coming.
Also, Lola's watching. She's watching the coin price. She's watching transactions, and you're going to see her relax a little bit on the.
She's looking at daily trading volume.
Yeah.
We get insight. So as soon as the volume starts ticking up, she's going to relax her stranglehold.
Yeah.
We have freed her a little bit to be more in control, and she's still holding on.
Yeah. And it's just because the volume once the volume steadily increases, she's going to go, hey, this is good. She'll relax on the whale code. She'll relax on quite a few things.
So that's all kind of coming down the pipe, is in a good place. If you guys have any questions for us, we're available on Telegram.
I'm on Telegram.
Omar's on Telegram for the first time.
Yeah, for technical questions. I don't want to chat about about your blown tire in your car or grass is growing. But if you have a technical question about the coin, I'm willing to answer it.
I guess my question to you guys is, if Omar did a series of how to even look through coin code, is there anyone who has interest legitimately? If you don't have interest, you don't have interest. Sometimes it's boring stuff.
One thing I can do is I can break our coin code line by line and do a series and just pick.
What does this do?
Yeah, what does it do?
Or go into like Dogecoin or Shiba Inu and one of those basic coins. And I'm sending everyone to you, Omar. If you guys are interested, though, in being able to not write coin code, but to at least read it, if there's interest, that's something that we can put together.
Yeah, that way I can teach you how to like scan through other people's code and find little questions where you can ask, well, why is this here? What does this do? What would this do? And that way you can answer questions or vet your coins yourself and find where there might be a scam coin.
Yeah, like,
I see that. That doesn't look right.
That's a standard honeypot code.
Yeah, there's some honeypot, or it'll make you look cool.
Yeah.
Especially to other people.
Other people have to put coins through a test. They have to actually put them in, process it, do a test transaction to detect if they're honeypot. We can just look through the coin code without even testing and tell you whether it's a honeypot.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's easier just throw them through.
Or if they're
filter.
able to honeypot it.
Yeah, or they can change it to a honeypot. Yeah. So yeah, that's something. If there's interest, we'll put together. It might add some value. I don't want to make
there are
video
POS,
for two people, but
there's POS transactions that transaction functions in our thing that I could probably browse over. I mean, I wouldn't. It's not overly complicated, but it would explain to some people why it's in there, because there'll be people who will look at, hey, they got these functions that do this, this, and that. I'm like, yeah, we do. We have those functions. They do exactly what they're supposed to do.
And we have more functions.
We have a lot of functions, and
it's so many.
I mean, the only way we could have fit more into the code was go with what they call a diamond proxy, and just diamond proxies are a bitch to maintain. So we just went with the
avoided the nightmare.
Yeah, with a standard UUPS
universal proxy basically.
Yeah. But we were able to fit more, and if we needed to, we could.
We had to cut a couple of things.
Yeah, we cut a few things out.
I mean, there was some picking and choosing because we went over maximum for a UUPS proxy. Like we had to, and even then you had to compress the hell out of it.
I compressed it. Yeah.
Even error codes, things like that.
Couldn't put any error codes.
We had to, and what we do have is all abbreviated.
Mm-hmm. We will be listing those error codes. So if you get an error code, and you're wondering what does this E505 mean, just go through the coin code.
On the Blockchain Explorer, you can go and break down.
Look at the coin code, and it'll say, "Oh, there's E505. There's error code," and it'll match up.
We should have that on our website.
Yeah, we should. We'll list the error code.
It's on a to-do list on a lot of things to do. Other than that, guys, we appreciate everyone. Thank you for being us on the journey so far. This has been, even though we're all exhausted because we're up all night. This is really exciting times. It's going to be good for us. It's going to be really good for you guys who have, you guys are in early. And it's kind of like, it's a little bit of gambling because when you get in early projects, you either found yourself into a dud or you found yourself into a project that is making progress toward things and growing. And you don't really know which until things start coming to fruition.
Yeah.
And I know that's why some people have been with us and they didn't have the fortitude to make it to this point. They've lost faith in the project, and some people dipped and coin price took a hit or whatever. I think that while I'm sad for them that their faith was so short, I get it. It's hard to have faith, especially in crypto with the industry as it is. For those of you who've chosen wisely and have stuck with us to this point, I can only tell you that this is literally just the beginning of where we're this is just, it is a dam breaking though. Like the dam's broken, and I'll tell you what, it's momentum from here. So we're going to translate that momentum into gains. The faster we raise the price right now isn't necessarily the better for you guys. We need more holders. She's relaxed a little bit. Lola has
a little bit. She'll relax more as we get more holders. And
so we saw her shift. Lola shifted. She's relaxed. For those of you who don't know, we have AI controlling stability and growth.
And Lola just doesn't watch our coin. She watches the market.
What's going on?
And that determines on how much she clamps down. Like right now, she's like, okay, she's watching, she's nervous, okay. But once she sees our coin going and the market's looking good, you'll see, oh wow, this is she'll loosen up on whale code. She'll let the price go up, and it's just to protect the coin. That's all she cares about. She wants to protect the price, the coin, and the price.
Ultimately, integrity for holders is number one.
There's a few other things I think we didn't. She also looks at every transaction, and when a transaction happens, she watches those wallets. So there's a lot of people that come in and try to abuse the system. She will clamp down on you if you abuse the system. So don't run stupid bots that do stupid things.
Yeah, running bots that execute things on certain blocks.
She knows all of that. The blockchain doesn't lie. It tells her exactly what block you're running on. She knows what block the bots are running on. If you buy on here and you try to split 1,000 wallets, and all she's going to do is she's going to punish you.
There was one yesterday that they bought like 340 and they ended up splitting into like 30 some odd wallets and then dumped. They bought and then they dumped.
It doesn't make
She
sense.
let them go. I watched her and she just because
I thought
they were doing it because they didn't do it through a bot. They did it manually.
Yeah, they were doing it manually.
And so she let it happen. If they had tried to do it through a bot, she would have caught them. And she does not like bots.
She will literally she'll blacklist you.
Yeah,
That's the worst. We cannot unblacklist you if Lola blacklists you. There's nothing we can do.
If you run bots in our system, Lola's gonna have a field day.
If you get put on a timeout, you just wait long enough. She'll put you on a timeout for a while, and then you could sell. But if you try to run a bot and do that, she will blacklist you, and there's nothing we can do.
Yeah, but not like simple.
No, it's not easy.
No, not easy. Not like unblacklist.
Yeah, no, it's not a press of a button.
Because she doesn't have one check. She checks multiple things, and
she knows she knows if you're sleeping. She knows if you're awake.
I can't even imagine what the price will be this time next year. I'm a holder. Nice. Yes. Hello from Albania. Hello, Albania. Can I buy your coin for $100? Just buy $100 worth.
Yeah.
You
can buy it.
Quick question before we get off. Last thing, promise, is do you guys want? We have NFTs. Through a little work, we can put out those NFTs. I think the starting price we're putting out NFTs is $250. If there's a demand, if you guys want first dibs at official Anubit with the character, the 3D animated character we built with an original skin, we're only doing one type of each one. If you guys are interested, let me know. If there's enough demand, we'll throw those out on the marketplace. If there's not, we'll wait till we grow our holder count. So let me know through DM in Telegram if you're interested in an NFT. If there's enough demand, I think if there's over 10 of them, we'll put something out. But otherwise, we'll just hold on to it because I don't want to really do a small run. I want to do at least 10, 20, 30, something like that. And I really only want to offer them to our holders. I don't want just anybody to. I'm not just going to put them out on the marketplace in general. I don't know what price. We're thinking like $100, $250, something like that. The proceeds from the NFTs will be going to paying listing fees for the next exchange. So it's all just like NFTs for us. You know that we're not like, we've spent money on developing original NFTs, but it hasn't been the primary focus of what we're doing. But I also know that the more cash we can raise for these listing fees we're not going to be able to go on KuCoin for a while because the listing fee, the last we heard was $500,000. It's just a list, but we would love to raise more capital because it allows us to get listed and increase exposure, which increases everything. So anyway, if you guys are interested, just send messages privately in Telegram and let me know if there's enough. Are you guys the CEOs? Omar is a partner and lead developer. He heads up the development team. The guys work under him. He's pretty much the only developer that ever gets any face time, but he is also a partner. He's not just the developer. I'm a partner as well, a strategist. We've got a couple other partners that kind of stay behind the scenes. But we all have, we're all heavily vested. We don't have any other crypto projects. This is it. We are going to be putting out a joke coin. I call it a joke coin. It's an educational coin. I've got a coin that we haven't built yet, but I've got the math built. And we're going to be putting out, it will be a couple things. There'll be only one coin in existence. We've already got a logo built for it. They haven't built the website yet. They'll build the white paper. The logo's built. It is going to be a single coin that is published on the Binance Smart Chain, and the starting price of the coin will be, and this is for educational purpose, so people can see that some of the things are insignificant. Max cap. A lot of people say, "Oh, well, Bitcoin's only got 21 million." A lot of these fallacies are going to be exposed to this coin. The starting price of the coin will be $1 quintillion. 1 quintillion. For those that are focused more on price, so it'll have really low supply and a really high price at $1 quintillion, and that's the highest price I could peg it at, and still have those be able to trade at the 18th decimal for what they consider a way. There's some things that are going to be built into the coin code. I've already mapped it out with voting rights and other things. And it will have renounced ownership, because renounced ownership is another fallacy that people feel safe.
We recommend you do not buy it, please.
No, don't buy it.
Don't buy
We're
it.
putting out for educational, because we
It's
keep
just an
seeing people
education.
say there's a low supply, so that's huge, or there's this, or there's that. And so do not buy it, Dutch.
Don't buy it.
But we will be putting it out to highlight all the misconceptions about what makes a coin good versus bad. And so it will be a point where we can point to it and people can reference it and see, no, that's not really true, that makes it awesome. Because look here, this coin is the highest price coin in existence. Oh, we have the logo.
Oh, that's gonna be fun.
All right, so I'm gonna put it at the camera. Oh,
Wait,
is it gonna zoom?
it should autofocus.
It's really.
Oh,
Come
it's
on
not
now.
gonna work. It's not gonna focus. It's on manual focus. That's why. Maybe if you put it.
So let's go over here. No.
No.
And it's filtering out because it's not a face.
Yeah.
Tanya, it's a lose in both ways.
We lost on both ways.
Here, let me email it.
Can we post it on the
No,
top?
I'm emailing
I
it.
just wanted you to tell them the name of it.
Oh, okay.
No, I'm going to share it to a screen.
You're going to share
Wow,
it?
I'm hungry. Hurry up.
They're not going to be able to see it on
Now that you guys, you'll have to check out the other stream, but hold on, I'm gonna I'll put it up real quick.
You're going to love this. This
sure.
is this most bestest,
The name
Maximus,
is
super, super best, ultra,
Jeff
mega.
said you should keep it blurry.
okay. Hold on. Let me see if it came through real quick.
Okay. There it is.
Boom. Okay. Let's go to. Boom.
There it is.
So it is Moon Hype, good project, gem, definitely not rug pull coin number 7. It will have a starting price of $1 quintillion dollars.
And any way you buy, you can only buy it in, was it $1? $1?
Yes.
One way is $1.
So one way will be $1, and it will so one way is 1 with 17 zeros in front of it and then a decimal point.
Yeah. And
So
it'll
it's
have
to the
all the
18th.
popular anti-features that people say you must have to have a coin. It's going to be, we're doing it so we can show that you can, no matter what, you can still do a rug pull on it. You can still do, even if you renounce
We're going to
ownership,
renounce ownership.
all of that. And
all of
and
it.
we're going to show people how you can still do a rug pull on it.
So it will. the name.
Be careful.
The name was pretty fun. So we did of course in the logo. We did. The name itself. We put all these words that are associated.
There's a moon on there. I don't know if you guys noticed.
Yeah,
There's a Shiba Inu.
there's
in there.
a rocket ship going, and there's a moon in the background with a little Shiba Inu dog in there. And we cut out a lot of words. We had some words that we wanted to include, but Moon Hype was those are big. Good project, of course. You guys love when people go into Telegram and say good project. So a gem. And then we like the definitely not rug pull. So, and then we figured number 7 just for a little extra flair.
Yeah, number 7 just really
Hammers it home.
It's a lucky number for some people.
So, we will be putting out that educational coin to debunk all of the people that espouse to be experts by, well, it does this or it's this, and as if that makes it better or worse. So expect that coin. I would love if we had it out already, but we've been really, really, really busy. So I do have the white paper built basically. We haven't actually issued the coin itself. Mm-hmm. Building the coin's very easy. It's going to be a super simple contract.
About maybe 30 lines, 40 lines.
Yeah, 30, 40 lines of code should be. It's going to be super simple.
Just because we have to put some of those voting features in there.
Yeah. So voting rights, which is so fun.
Stupid.
Right? Voting's hilarious because it's like, oh well, if you own 51%, you win every vote. It's like, what's the point? You know who gets to determine? It ain't you. So anyway, we're putting out that coin.
How much are we minting off the top? Is it going to mint? Did we decide to mint?
Yeah, it's going to mint.
Okay. I thought we were...
No, we can burn if we want, but I don't think it needs to burn because it's only going to have 1 coin.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. We can't burn 1 coin.
So it's literally 1 coin split down to the 18th decimal.
So we're going to mint the 1 coin, right? And off the top, because it's 1 coin, we have to mint the 1 coin.
And if you think about it, that 1 coin broken down to its smallest increment will have a supply of essentially 1 quintillion, which is a huge supply. Mm-hmm. It's like, yeah, there's if 0.001, there's 1 quintillion, not a trillion, not a quadrillion, a quintillion. So So 3 zeros and then 3 more zeros stacked on over $1 trillion. It is going to be the starting price is going to be like nothing else. So, all right, guys, thank you much. Look for that upcoming. Hopefully, February we'll have that
February.
issued.
We're
We
going to
just
be
have
busy for a while dealing with all
a lot of stuff's coming
this
out,
new
but
traffic.
we'll make some hype with that too because we really want to showcase that coin on pretty much everywhere we can, and it's all part of positioning ourselves as what we are. We're the experts. There's a lot of people that are pretenders who are not experts, and we got to cut through that noise. So we appreciate your help. Don't forget to go to CoinMarketCap, and if you feel so inclined to post and to pump us up a little bit on, because people do read the thoughts, whether it's bullish or bearish. And we hope you guys have a wonderful Wednesday, and look for some exciting stuff coming up in the next couple days.